German Chancellor Angela Merkel has made a historic trip to the remains of the Dachau Nazi concentration camp in the south of the country, becoming the first active head of government to visit the infamous site. Merkel was accompanied by 93-year-old Holocaust survivor Max Mannheimer, who was liberated from Dachau by American soldiers in 1945. Merkel has made opposition to racism and anti-Semitism a key pillar of her election campaign, and the tour of the camp was meant to serve as a tribute to the victims of extremism.
Die Erinnerung an diese Schicksale.
The memory of their fate fills me with deep sadness and with shame. At the same time, places such as the concentration camp memorial site at Dachau are a poignant reminder.
Dachau eine eindringliche Mahnung aus.
But the visit wasn't without controversy. Merkel ignited fury from her political opponents after she spoke at a raucous, beer-filled political rally in the nearby town of Dachau shortly after the stop at the concentration camp memorial. Opposition members called the tour a tasteless political stunt, given its timing with the political event that followed. But many Holocaust survivors and local residents were unfazed, praising the Chancellor for visiting the camp and fighting against extremism in Europe.
One has to differentiate. On the one hand, it is indeed the case that such a visit during the election campaign produces good pictures. This is self-evident. On the other hand, it stands in the tradition of a German statehood to remember the Holocaust, and the responsibility of Germany is the German reason of state, and it somewhat stands in the tradition of the politics of Angela Merkel, who has shown in recent years that this topic, these questions, are important to her, in that it is not enough to say this is simply election campaign noise. It is certainly staged for the election campaign to some extent, but not merely for that.
Nazi Germany initially set up the Dachau camp in 1933 to detain political rivals of Adolf Hitler. It soon became a model for the network of Nazi concentration camps where millions of Jews and other minorities were killed. Photos and video footage of the liberation of Dachau were some of the first glimpses into the crimes committed by Nazi Germany, and the camp stands as an important symbol in the fight against extremism.